Hello students, today we are going to discuss about value of a polynomial. Value of a polynomial. Okay, so first let us write the statement, that is the value of a polynomial p of x, the value of a polynomial p of x at x is equals to alpha is obtained by putting x is equals to alpha in p of x. It is denoted by p of alpha. Okay, so now here what we are doing is, first we are considering a polynomial p of x. Let us consider p of x is equals to x square plus 2x. Okay, this is a polynomial and at x is equals to alpha, that means I am considering any value as x is equals to 2 I am taking. So I will be getting the value of this polynomial by replacing the value of x is equals to 2 in this p of x. That is, I am replacing the value of x with 2. That is, p of 2 is equals to 2 square plus 2 into 2. This is equals to 2 square is 4 plus 2 square is 2 2s is 4, which is equals to 8. Therefore, the value of p of 2 is equals to 8. So this is how we find the value of a polynomial. The next concept is zeros of a polynomial. Zeros of a polynomial. So what we can write this as is the value of variable at which the value of a polynomial becomes 0 is called zeros of the polynomial. Zero or zeros of the polynomial. Okay, what does it mean? That is, suppose if I have a polynomial p of x is equals to x square minus x minus 12. Okay, this is a polynomial. It is represented with p of x. So in this x I am considering let x is equals to 4. Okay, so what do I get now when I substitute x is equals to 4? That is, p of 4 is equals to 4 square minus 4 minus 12. That is 16 minus these two will become 16. That is equals 0. So when I am substituting the value of 4 in this, I am getting the polynomial value as 0. So this is called as zeros of the polynomial. So the value of variable at which the value of a polynomial is becoming 0. The value is becoming 0 by substituting the variable as 4 here. Okay, hence this is called as the zero of the polynomial. Let us solve exercise 2.2 problems. That is the first one. Find the value of the polynomial 5x minus 4x square plus 3 at x is equals to 0, x is equals to minus 1, x is equals to plus 2. So first let us consider the given polynomial, that is given polynomial p of x is equals to 5x minus 4x square plus 3. Okay, let us consider the first one as at x is equals to 0. Okay, at x is equals to 0. So replace the value of x with 0. Then this will become 5 into 0 minus 4 into 0 square plus 3. This will become anything into 0 will become 0. Here also 0 plus 3. So we are left out with 0 minus 0 is 0 plus 3. So therefore, when I am substituting the value of x as 0, I am getting the value as 0. So therefore, the value of p of 0 is 3. Value of p of 0 is 3. Now let us see with at x is equals to minus 1. Simple, same 0, replace it with minus 1 now. That is p of minus 1 is equals to 5 into minus 1 minus 4 into minus 1 whole square plus 3. This implies plus into minus, minus 5 ones is 5. So minus 1 whole square will become plus 1 only, plus 1 plus, we have plus here, minus here, so it will become minus 4 plus 3. So minus 9, right, plus 3, which is equals to minus 6. So therefore, p of minus 1 value is minus 6. And then now third bit, that is, this is first one, this is second one. Third bit, that is p of x is equals to 2. Okay, again consider p of x is equals to 5x minus 4x square plus 3. So replace the value of x with 2. 5 into 2 minus 4 into 2 square plus 3. That is 5 2s is 10 minus 2 square is 4. 4 4 is 16 plus 3. 10 plus 3 is 13. 13 minus 6 is minus 3. So therefore, p of 2 is equals to minus 3. This is how we find the values of a polynomial. Now the second question, that is find p of 0, p of 1 and p of 2 for each of the following polynomials. The first one is p of y is equals to y square minus y plus 1. So we have to find out p of 0. So now let us consider p of y first. P of y is equals to y square minus y plus 1. So first one is p of 0. So replace the y value with 0. Then it will become 0 square minus 0 plus 1. 0 square is 0 minus 0 plus 1. So therefore answer is 1. So therefore p of 0 is equals to 1. Okay, now p of 1. P of 1 is equals to 1 square minus 1 plus 1. So 1 square is 1, minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. You are left out with 1. So therefore p of 1 value is 1. Next, p of 2. Again we will consider p of y is equals to y square minus y plus 1. So that is p of 2 is equals to 2 square minus 2 plus 1. 2 square is 4 minus 2 plus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 minus 2, which is equals to 3. So therefore the value of p of 2 is equals to 3. Okay, now the second bit, that is p of t is equals to 2 plus t plus 2t square minus t cube. So consider p of t is equals to 2 plus t plus 2t square minus t cube. Replace the value of t with 0 because we have to find out p of 0 first. So 2 plus t with 0 plus 2 into 0 square minus 0 cube. Then it will become 2 plus 0, anything into 0, 0 minus 0. So therefore p of 0 is equals to 2. Now p of 1. Okay, so 2 plus 1 plus 2 into 1 square minus 1 cube. This implies 2 plus 1 plus 2 into 1 square is 2 minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 cancel. You are left out with 4. So therefore p of 1 is equals to 4. Now next one, that is p of 2. That is p of 2 is equals to 2 plus 2 plus 2 into 2 square minus 2 cube. Okay, this implies 2 plus 2 plus, this is 2 square is 4 minus 2 cube is 8. So this implies 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 8 minus 8 gets cancelled. So therefore you are left with p of 2 is equals to only 4. So this is how we find p of 0, p of 1 and p of 2 values. when we have P of y or P of x. Second bit, third question, that is P of x is equals to x cube. So now first one we have to find out P of 0. So it will become 0 cube. 0 cube is 0. So therefore the value of P of 0 is equals to 0. The second one is P of 1, that is 1 cube. 1 cube is 1. Therefore the value of P of 1 is equals to 1. And the next one, P of 2, that is x is nothing but 2 cube. 2 cube is nothing but 2 into 2 into 2, which is 8. So therefore the value of P of 2 is equals to 8. Okay. Now the last bit, that is P of x is equals to x minus 1 into x plus 1. So first let us consider it as P of x is equals to x minus 1 into x plus 1. If you see here, this is like a minus b into a plus b, which you can write as a square minus b square, that is x square minus 1 square, which implies x square minus 1. Okay, so now our P of x has been changed to x square minus 1. Let us find P of 0 for this. 0 square minus 1. 0 minus 1, which is equals to minus 1. So therefore P of 0 has become minus 1. Okay, now let us find P of 1, that is equals to 1 square minus 1. 1 square is 1 minus 1, which implies 1 minus 1 is 0. So therefore P of 1 is equals to 0. And the next, P of 2. P of 2 is equals to 2 square minus 1. 2 square is 4 and minus 1. This implies 4 minus 1 is 3. Therefore P of 2 is equals to 3. Okay. Now the third question of this exercise, that is verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial which are indicated against them. That means, see, we have P of x is equals to 3x plus 1 and they have indicated the value as P of x is equals to minus 1 by 3. So when I substitute this x is equals to minus 1 by 3 in this P of x, he is asking whether the value is becoming 0 or not. If 0, then you say that it is a 0 of the polynomial. If not, no. Okay. So consider P of x is equals to 3x plus 1. Right? What we have to do? X is equals to minus 1 by 3. So replace the value of x with minus 1 by 3. So 3 into minus 1 by 3 plus 1. 3 and 3 gets cancelled. We are having minus 1 plus 1, which is equals to 0. So when I am substituting the value of P of minus 1 by 3, I got it as a 0. So therefore P of minus 1 by 3 is a 0 of a polynomial. 0 of a polynomial. P of x is equals to 3x plus 1. Okay. Now let us see next problem, that is P of x is equals to 5x minus pi. Here the x value is specified as 4 by 5. So P of x is equals to 5x minus 5 is given, right? Now x is equals to 4 by 5. Now replace it. 5 into 4 by 5 minus pi. 5 gets cancelled. You are left out with 4 minus pi. Is this 0? No. So therefore P of 4 by 5 is not a 0. Not a 0 of the polynomial P of x. P of x. Now the third bit, that is P of x is equals to x square minus 1, where x values are x is equals to 1 and minus 1. So let us consider P of x first, which is given x square minus 1. So x is equals to 1 we will take first. P of 1, that is 1 square minus 1. 1 square is 1 minus 1, which is equals to 0. So therefore P of 1 has become 0. Okay. Now let us see with minus 1, that is P of minus 1, that is equals to minus 1 whole square minus 1. This implies minus 1 whole square is 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. So therefore what we got? P of 1 minus 1 also has become 0. So therefore x is equals to 1 and minus 1 are the zeros of the polynomial P of x. Zeros of the polynomial P of x. Okay, the next bit, that is P of x is equals to x plus 1 into x minus 2, where x is equals to minus 1 comma 2. So now consider P of x again. X is equals to x plus 1 into x minus 2. Now x is equals to minus 1. We are replacing the value of x with minus 1. Then it will become minus 1 plus 1 into minus 1 minus 2. See, minus 1 plus 1 will become 0. 0 into anything will become 0. So therefore P of minus 1 is equals to 0, which is a 0 of the polynomial of P of x. Now let us check with 2. That is P of 2, which is equals to 2 plus 1 into 2 minus 2. This implies 2 plus 1 is 3 and 2 minus 2 is 0. Again, anything into 0 will become 0. So therefore P of 2 also has become 0. So therefore x is equals to minus 1 comma 2 are the zeros of the polynomial P of x. Now the next problem, that is fifth one, P of x is equals to x square, where x is 0. So consider P of x is equals to x square. X value is 0, so 0 square is equals to 0. Therefore P of 0 has become 0. Therefore x is equals to 0 is the 0 of the polynomial P of x. Okay, the next bit, that is P of x is equals to Lx plus m. Here we have in terms of alphabets, that is Lx plus m, and x is also in terms of alphabet, that is minus m by L. So I am replacing carefully the value of x with minus m by L, plus m. See here, L is in the numerator, L is in the denominator, I can cancel them. I am left out with minus m plus m. Minus m and plus m will become 0. So therefore P of minus m by L is equals to 0. So therefore I can say that x is equals to minus m by L is a 0 of the polynomial P of x. Polynomial P of x. The next problem, that is P of x is equals to 3x square minus 1, where x is equals to minus 1 by root 3 and 2 by root 3. So now let us consider P of x is equals to 3x square minus 1. Let us take P of x as minus 1 by root 3 first. Then it will become 3 into minus 1 by root 3 whole square minus 1. This will implies 3 into minus 1 whole square is 1. Root 3 whole square will become 3 minus 1. 3 and 3 gets cancelled. We are left out with 1 minus 1, which implies 0. So therefore P of minus 1 by root 3 has become 0. Okay. Now let us substitute 2 by root 3 in this. By considering P of x is equals to 3x square minus 1. Now P of 2 by root 3, that is 3 into 2 by root 3 whole square minus 1. This is equals to 2 square is 4 by root 3 whole square will become 3 minus 1. These two gets cancelled. So therefore we are left out with 4 minus 1, which is equals to 3. So therefore P of 2 by root 3 is equals to 3 is not a 0 of the polynomial. Okay, see here I have it as 2 by root 3 whole square. It is in the form of a by b whole square, which I can write as a square by b square. That means it will become 2 square by root 3 whole square. 2 square will become 4, square and root gets cancelled, 3. So this is how I got 4 by 3 here. Okay. Now the last problem of this question number 3 is P of x is equals to 2x plus 1. That is P of x is equals to 2x plus 1 and x is 1 by 2. Replace it with 1 by 2. Then it will become 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1. 2 gets cancelled. We are left out with 1 plus 1 which is equals to 2. So therefore P of 1 by 2 is equals to 2, which is not a 0 of the polynomial. Which is not a 0 of the polynomial P of x. Now question number 4 of exercise 2.2, that is find the 0 of the polynomial in each of the following cases. That is, the first one is P of x is equals to x plus 5. So consider P of x is equals to x plus 5 and equate this x plus 5 to 0. Whenever you are going to equate it to 0, we will get it as x is equals to minus 5, because I am shifting the value of plus 5 to the right hand side. It will become minus 5. So therefore x is equals to minus 5 is the 0 of the polynomial, is the 0 of the polynomial x plus 5. Okay, that means we have to just equate the P of x to 0. Then we will get the x value. That x only is the 0 of the polynomial. Now let us see the second one, that is P of x is equals to x minus 5. So here what we will do, P of x is equals to x minus 5. We should equate it to 0. Then it will become x minus 5 is equals to 0. Then x is equals to plus 5. So therefore x is equals to 5 is called as 0 of the polynomial, 0 of the polynomial P of x is equals to x minus 5. Okay, the next one, P of x is equals to 2x plus 5. So directly I am taking P of x is equals to 2x plus 5 is equals to 0, right? So 2x plus 5 is equals to 0 from this. From this 2x is equals to plus 5, if you shift that side, minus 5. X is equals to minus 5. It is getting multiplied here. Shift it to the denominator, it will go. So therefore x is equals to minus 5 by 2 is the 0 of the polynomial, is the 0 of the polynomial P of x is equals to 2x plus 5. The next problem, that is P of x is equals to 3x minus 2. We have to find the 0 of the polynomial. So P of x is equals to 3x minus 2, equate it to 0. Then it will become 3x minus 2 is equals to 0. 3x is equals to minus 2. If you shift that side, it will become plus 2. From that x is equals to 2 by 3. So therefore x is equals to 2 by 3 is the 0 of the polynomial, 0 of the polynomial P of x is equals to 3x minus 2. And the next one, P of x is equals to 3x. So first consider P of x is equals to 3x, which is equals to 0. From that 3x is equals to 0, x is equals to 0 by 3. Anything by 3 will become 0 by anything will become 0. So therefore x is equals to 0 is the 0 of the polynomial, 0 of the polynomial P of x is equals to 3x. Now the next one, that is P of x is equals to ax, and here you are specifying that a is not equals to 0. That means P of x is equals to ax. So in order to get the 0, then a cannot be 0. What we will get now? Ax is equals to 0. As a is not equals to 0, what should be 0 then? X will be 0. If x is 0, then only we will get this as a 0. So therefore x is equals to 0 is the 0 of the polynomial, 0 of the polynomial P of x is equals to ax. And the last one, that is P of x is equals to cx plus d. Here c is not equals to 0 and c and d are real numbers. So let us consider P of x is equals to cx plus d, which is equals to 0. From that, cx plus d is equals to 0. From that, cx is equals to minus d, x is equals to minus d by c. So this x is equals to minus d by c is the 0 of the polynomial, is the 0 of the polynomial p of x is equals to cx plus d. So whenever we are going to find out the 0 of the polynomial, we should equate the given p of x to 0. Okay, then we will be getting the x value. That corresponding x value is called as the 0 of the polynomial.